Shalom. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders who have spread the truth out the four corners. Any last days, I'm here with that can be lesson. Let's get it. Fair use is a legal doctrine that allows limited use of copyrighted material without permission from the copyright holder, specifically for purposes like criticism, commentary, news report, teaching, and research.
Here are some places Nubbin can take you. Explore nearly forgotten memories. Star in classic movies. Play the most immersive games ever known. Explore endless galaxies. Revisit old loves. And even find new ones. Nubbin, it's better in here.
That's a trailer of a device in an new episode of Black Mirror, which the new season 7, I want to say, comes out this Friday. So if you've never seen Black Mirror, man, they full of crazy episodes. And Black Mirror, it's a British science fiction anthology series that explores the potential dark side of technology and its impact on society, often presenting dystopian scenarios and explore themes of human nature and behavior in a world only minutes from our own. So, and I like Black Mirror, man. It really, it really kind of contradicts itself because everything they put in the episode is damn near right. We got it right now. I mean, I had an episode a couple years back about the robot dogs, and man, it's crazy. But that initially, when I saw that clip, I didn't know it was part of a TikTok that came out last night, and it said a day ago. It said 1.6 plus million views one day ago, and I actually got this clip here too. As the guy's like, oh, he sounded like he got a accent, and he basically explaining it. And if you look at that actual circle, it's the same logo. It's basically the same size as the Neuralink, and we got to be sensitive of what we say here on these videos because YouTube doing a good way of, like, you know what I'm saying?
You saw this where she presses the button and it puts her in some new realm or whatever that is. We found out what it is. You lot been saying in the comments. Nubbin. And this is the trailer or something like that.
Here are some places Nubbin can take you. Explore nearly forgotten memories.
Mad.
Star in classic movies.
Mad.
Play the most immersive games ever
Mad.
known. Explore endless galaxies.
Mad.
Revisit old loves.
Mad.
And even find new ones.
Mad. You can actually buy it. There's a website and everything.
Strong's G 3540. Naima.
This is Strong G 3540 Naima. And this is for device. When I read 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, for we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Strong's definition, a perception, a purpose, or by implication, the intellect, disposition, it's a device, mind, thought. And that's nothing new, man. That device, man, they've been advertising this type of technology for years, bro. It's nothing new, but we know we here though. You know what I'm saying? And they say high outline biblical uses, a mental perception, thought, an evil purpose that which thinks the mind, thoughts, or purposes. So this last weekend was Saturday. It was very interesting. It was a lot of stuff that was going on. It was large protests from New York all the way to Alaska, basically saying Trump and Musk hands off rallies. And basically they just, people in America starting to see it for what it is. And it said crowds of people angry about the way President Donald Trump is running the country, marching, rallying scores of American cities Saturday in the biggest day of demonstration yet to be by opposition movement trying to regain its momentum after the shock of the Republicans' first week in office. And we know, actually, though, they said the stock market crashed, too, though. We don't know if it's, like, all the way, but it went down bad, like the worst it's ever been. So, let me say, so-called hands-off demonstration will organize more than 1,200 locations in all 50 states by more than 150 groups, including civil rights organizations, labor unions, LBG advocates, veterans, elections activists. The rallies appear peaceful with no immediate reports of arrest. So this could have been a side, but then again, people are mad, and they complaining. And when I seen this device, I think about knowing that America economy is failing. And I think about how can the Americans and the government and the leaders and the elites make majority of these Americans happy. Because Americans want bread and circus. They want to eat and they want to be entertained. And I said a universal base income. But in order for that to happen, we know we can't do it with the old financial monetary system as fiat currency. Because no country really truly dealing with American dollar no more. I just seen something last night. It was showing about, I think, Japan and South Korea is doing away with America, basically like not being part of the allies. And those key points areas have military units, military bases there. South Korea had a couple homies that went to South Korea when I was in the army for a year. It was like a year tour. And I know a couple of brothers, people that I know growing up where I'm from, they went to the Marines and they were stationed like over there in Japan and stuff. So as America is losing its allies and its strength and its power, also within its own self, they got to become part of this new America. Got to basically they got their hands caught up as well with these tariffs. People barely can afford. The Americans, government, everybody complaining. So they're going to have to get away. They're going to have to do away with this old system because everybody's basically dishing the American dollar. And America is eventually going to have to join everybody else with this new digital infrastructure. And that's what I'm thinking. I said, in order for them to make the people happy, most likely they're gonna give them like I said, Americans want bread and circus. People want to be comfortable and want to eat and watch TV and do their folly. So I said it's gonna be a universal basic income, UBI. And that's how they're gonna make the people happy, but they're not gonna be able to use American dollars because we're going away with the American dollar. It's gonna be digital. Cryptocurrency, CBDCs, you know what I'm saying? Future bank digital currencies. And because a lot of the other countries are already using that. So it's just interesting because this is where we headed. You know what I'm saying? And Revelation 13 and 16, and it's just, people gotta understand that the climate and the environment, everything is changing rapidly, very fast than people think. You know what I'm saying? Very, very fast. And it's like this, when this happened, it's gonna happen overnight, and when it happens, that's gonna be the end of American society as you know it. Because even with this device, it got power to deceive. It has power to put people in a warp in a different time frame of reality, and it's giving people false reality like the metaverse. Because all this is to keep the people dumbed down, sleep. So enter them into the matrix. We already living in the matrix, but it's like fully submerging people into the matrix. They want to eat. They want to be felt good. They want to feel all these fleshly desires. You know what I'm saying? The Lord told us not to take this device. Don't even insert anything in our body. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes in the scripture. And the elect, those that the Lord is going to deal with in the time, they're not going to take it because it's already preordained for those brothers not to take and sisters. But this is the state of society we at, man. Like Babylon has fallen. And these Americans, man, they don't really care about each other, man. They only role play because they got their daily necessities. This is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1 and down. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time digitally in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs past which I told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the works which he made. And this is the time we're living in, because even the scripture goes into think not I come to send peace, but a sword. And we're living in the most, and it's not there, it's getting into the most amplified, divided times, most demonic, most crazy, sinister, unrealistic, inhumane type times that's come here on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And it say, therefore, when that shall be seen, earthquakes, it's been crazy, like a 7-8 magnitude earthquake. So one of them foreign countries, you know what I'm saying, like last week before. And this earthquake's going on out throughout all day, every day. They got the earthquake out. And uproars of the people in the world We living in uproars. People not satisfied. People losing jobs. People fighting against the government. These are the signs and the times that great division, that great chaos, that great calamity that's coming here on this earth. And I said, then shall that we understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So this was preordained. The Lord already talked about these times before we got here. And we're starting to live through them, the birth pains, the beginning of sorrows. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 31. And this reminds me of just everything that's starting to build up. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another. And that's what's going on. It's going to become wild, wild west out here, man. People going to be ganging up militia groups, going against each other. It's going to be the haves and the have-nots, the Hunger Games. Man, it's going to be one place against another, one people against another, one realm against another. And the realm, that's spiritual, that's the heavenly host. You know what I'm saying? So it's like... And then the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen when I show thee before it, and then shall my son be declared son of man, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. This is Ezra getting the vision of the Lord coming back. You know what I'm saying? Chapter 13, very beautiful. Man, it reminded me of War of Wars, you know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot who was starting that, Tom Cruise or... Was that Tom Cruise or who that other actor? But yeah, the War of the Wars, they got an older version, the updated version came out like in 2000 or something. But yeah, man. So we're living in all the signs and the times of this. You know what I'm saying? And it's beautifully, though, scary at the same time because none of this is, we're not promised to make it through all this. You will bless if you do. And that's the thing about it. And even coming to the truth, you know what I'm saying? No, I haven't been doing this long, no more than probably like 2 years. And, I've been seeking the truth before I even met people, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been having conversations. I've been fortunate enough to have my CDL and travel across the world. So I done cross paths with a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying? And it's something to, I remember having this conversation with this one brother and it struck me. I said, I always felt like that. I never knew what it was though. And I stumbled across a couple brothers' videos on YouTube and I've been searching and seeking this truth. You know what I'm saying? And I came across, GOCC, and I don't approve of them brothers, but I remember watching them, and I don't watch them no more. And I started watching GMS. I still got to preach this gospel. Every man has different talents. One man had 10 talents. One man had 5 talents. One man had 1 talent. You know what I'm saying? We still got to do this work. Because 1 Corinthians 9, verse 16, for though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. I don't, because this is not me. This is not my words. This is not my doing. Like I said, I have a little understanding. I don't know everything, and I'm trying to do this to the best of my ability. I'm not here to be, count and approve of, to move. It might not be meant for me be part of a camp. You know what I'm saying? Especially my schedule. I've been trying to do things, and I'm incorporating and stuff, and it's just everybody's life and journey, and this truth is different. And that's why I'm saying I might be moving within the next couple months. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's so many things that's happened in your personal lives, like people not gonna understand, and that's okay because it's no love lost, it's nothing like that. Just putting it out there. For necessity is laid upon me. Yeah, woe unto me if I preach not the gospel. So destruction and hell to me if I don't let my people know, because I do that. So I'm always letting my people know, like, hey, send them videos, doing the work to the best of my ability. No, I'm not the best. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what I'm here for. I'm not to be the best. I'm here to try to do this to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? And just thought I'd let that be known, you know what I'm saying? Because things happen and it's okay. Like I said, it's just things happen and I don't want nothing to be confused. It's no confliction. It's no nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's meant to me to come back and show and do that, if it's in my heart, my spirit, I'll do that. But like I said, right now, it's just, I'm in a mindset right now that I'm processing a lot. And there's no ill will. It's not pride. It's nothing like Jay got his own problems in his life. And that's just okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like I ain't nobody doing nothing ill will. I'm not self-ordaining. I'm not, these different titles and certain people that come in your comment boards and, people make videos towards you basically saying like you playing profit and stuff. And it's like, man, it ain't in my heart because at the end of the day, I don't know who I am. And I might be that, but I never said I was, but I've been doing this work to the best of my ability. If I make a mistake, help me correct myself. And so we can move forward and preach this gospel because we still at the end of this, though. We're not here coming to the end to be, oh, you're not doing this right. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not good enough to be part of that group, then what? I sit here on the side of the road and just watch the world spin, which I do have a little understanding. You know what I'm saying? But just off subject, but just putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who you stumble across when you come across these videos and stuff. So be very watch. And you supposed to study. You supposed to study for yourself as well, though. When you get these videos, you know, we here to edify. You know what I'm saying? And certain brothers, because I seen elders and apostles done that. They went off on something and they make a rebuke. They make a correction video, and that happens. But even some of us young brothers still coming to the truth fresh and early. It's just like we gonna stumble, make mistakes, correct us so we can still help edify, so we can help edify. Even being a veteran, you know what I'm saying, military veteran, you know what I'm saying, stationed in Alaska, cold climate, you know what I'm saying. In Alaska, you have the cold, you get they do the cold weather training up there. That's how cold it be. So I went through that mental, you know what I'm saying, and 4 years, you know, then got out there reserve and got my CDLs, been back and forth from different trucking companies and stuff. So I'm a man of responsibility, you know what I'm saying. Even coming to truth, this is a job as well. It's a balance. You know, so in order to be a leader, you got to lead by example. And I also realized being a leader, you also got to be able to take correction and listen to people that's up under you, because them are the ones that looking up to you. So I'm just saying for future reference, like any of you leaders or second commands and all that stuff, it's like you got to lead by example as well. Like we use the scriptures to filter our lives to be able to judge the times and measure the times and see for what it is, but also with that being said, like you still got to be able to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't sit there and just use the scriptures against somebody to make somebody condemn them and like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't do that, because like at the end of the day, if I really was like unsincere about this, I wouldn't been doing all this. I'm not doing it just to look cool. I'm not out here profiting. I'm not out here making no money off of this stuff. I used to make music and stuff. I'm not out here monetizing videos. I'm not out here making rap videos and incorporating that with the scriptures and stuff. I'm actually bringing out real little images and videos and information things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's just future reference. So any brother that's in some type of position, you got to lead by example. A wise man can lead other people as well. Do we make mistakes? Hell yeah, we make mistakes. Some of us, Jake's hard-headed, stubborn, hell yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like the truth is still the truth. And it's like we're not here to bash each other, belittle each other, because at the end of the day, it's like if I was unsincere, like I said, when you see other brothers make videos and they talking about people be on their comment board and always got something to say, you go on that video, ain't got nothing. I mean, I'm trying. I could be wrong sometimes. I could not be wrong. If I am, let that be known to me and correct me, and I'll correct that. I have no problem being corrected and rebuked. But, you know, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, brothers just got part of a camp. They start acting beyond their position. It's like, bro, like, we all learning and growing here, bro. Like, you got it. Like, I'm not here to debate. And even knowing everything's starting to fulfill itself, I don't want to cause no confusion. I don't want no weird ways and nothing directed towards me. Then it's like, then I'm in the middle of something. So sometimes Jake know with his conscience, sometimes it's good for him to retract himself and still do what he got to do. I ain't start reading and praying to the Lord and start reading my Bible and watching the videos, but sometimes it's like we all learn at a different pace. And I'm not giving myself excuses for the things I'd have done. I apologize, and I'd have done things I shouldn't have done, and the Lord knows that, and I apologize. That's why I feel guilty. And in my conscience, like, man, I know him better. I don't know why, you know, because you never know how serious things is, and it's like you put yourself in a situation and you be like, damn, you know, I know, you know what I'm saying? So we all live and learn, and that's the whole thing about this process. Lord willing, the Lord's still dealing with me, and I feel it. That's why I'm not, you know, no issue, no ill will towards no man, shape, animal, you know what I'm saying? Still all love at the end of the day, because I'm still doing the work. You know, some brothers, they don't do the work. So that's a good sign right there that you're doing the work, you learning to the best of your ability. We all grow and learn at a different pace. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, in order to be a great leader, you have to lead by example, though. You know what I'm saying? I remember showing like certain little moments, you know, just to be blunt, you know, I was trying to show this person a direction to go to work as we in the middle of traffic. I'm like, bro, my GPS showing this. I'm literally finna hit the block. We finna hit the highway right there. Oh, no, you know, so even stuff like that, it's like, bro, I got my CDL. I navigate all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, like, certain people got certain routes they want to go. But even with that, in my mind, it made me realize, like, dang, like, I try to show you, like, bro, I knew what I was doing, but you didn't even have faith and confidence in me. So now it's all this hoorah. It's like, see, you know, you got to lead by example, bro. You just can't throw all these words and say all this without you actually taking heed to a brother that has some understanding as well. So we giving all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Kakadash, step honors to the apostles and the elders who have spread the truth out the four corners any last days. Here and there can be lesson. Shalom.